What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? As you can see, I am on vacation. I am out here. I just got out the pool. Um, well, yeah, I just got out the pool. I looked at Real Housewives of Potomac a little earlier today. Look, so let me just say this before we get started. Any interruptions, let me apologize ahead of time. I got family and I'm on vacation and all that good stuff. People coming in and out. So, took my notes. So let's try to get through this, y'all. This was a whole mess last night, okay? Real Housewives of Potomac season 4, episode 10, I think it was. If not, I'll fix it in the description box. But let's go on and let's get this party started. So we start off with Giselle and Robin. Giselle is her bid was accepted. She came in at a little over 900,000, she said. And so now the work of rehabbing a house begins, and she's in a studio, look like to do look like kitchens and stuff like that. She said she's going to do it in stages. Now, Miss Robin, who has been dealing with her own rehab situation, is saying, "Look, this ain't as easy as it seems. I hope Giselle understands that she's really biting off more than she can chew. Type, not more than she can chew, but understands what she's really biting off." Now, the one thing that Robin said that I thought was really interesting was, Giselle said that she wants this to come in at under that her contractor told her 6 months and she wants it to be more like four. Boo, if the contractor say six, you better double it and keep it moving. I saw the condition of that house. Now, I want to say a little 2 cents for people, some people in my comment section and other comment sections that I saw as the week from last week when when Giselle was talking about the property and how much she was paying and all of that. And a lot of people were questioning this amount. They were like, "Oh my God, $1 million for that." Da, da, da. This is what I need to understand. In the DC area, the house that she's buying is in Bethesda. You're not paying for the house, you're paying for the zip code. Okay? And what people don't understand in the Bethesda area, Bethesda is where Sidwell Friends is. The school where Sasha, Malia, Chelsea Clinton, where they all went to high school. Okay? Bethesda is also the zip code of a lot of other high end private schools in the area. Bethesda, the zip code says it. So she's not paying for that house. That house isn't the price tag. The zip code is the price tag. And the other thing people need to understand about the DC area is that it's an expensive area, period. So, when people looked at that house and they were like, $900,000, oh my God, that's crazy, she's stupid, da da da. No, boo. Because once she fixes it up and gets it back to on par with her neighbors, oh, that's gonna be over $1 million home. Okay, them asking 1.2 million for the house was not a reach. It wasn't ridiculous. You see, they got almost what they were asking for. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there so I could just let people understand what we're talking about. The other thing that went down in this conversation was Robin, who I'm very proud of. Robin actually let Giselle know, like, look, I don't understand why Ashley is mad at me because you were the one that brought the whole damn conversation up. Why is she mad at me when you were the one that said, and at first Giselle was real resistant to it, was like, well, I didn't know anything about it. I don't put this on me. You can't bring this back on me. You can't bring this back on me. But Robin was persistent. She didn't drop it like I feel like in the past she might have done. She was like, no, 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 Giselle, you got to take credit for part of this. Like, yes, I knew what happened, and yes, we sort of gossiped about it or whatever. But at the end of the day, I didn't bring it up at dinner. For Ashley to say, well, you should have brought it up to me, you should have pulled me aside. I ain't pull you aside then. I was sitting there minding my business, eating my risotto and my duck quesadillas, and y'all brought me into that conversation. So Giselle sort of took a little bit of credit and realized, okay, maybe part of this is on me. But here's where Ashley kind of pissed me off, and this is later on in the episode. Ashley gonna say, well, we know that Giselle is messy, so we give her a pass. No, the fuck we don't. Yes, we know that Giselle is messy, so she doesn't get a pass. You understand that Giselle started this whole situation. But neither here nor there. It seemed like Ashley kept giving Giselle passes. It's like she just wanted to be mad at Robin because she kept giving her passes. But whatever. And they done named this thing Penisgate. Candace and Chris. At the end of the day, this whole episode boiled down to Candace does not want to be told she is wrong. Candace does not want any type of constructive criticism. Candace does not want anybody to tell her to give her a suggestion to do anything any way other than the way she's doing it. which, like Monique says later on in the episode, that's not what friends do. I don't want friends around me who gonna always tell me I'm right and gonna always make excuses for me and gonna always find um, I, the way to, you know what I'm saying, y'all. I don't want a friend that's gonna always be like, "Oh yeah, girl, I got you. Yeah, girl, you right. Yeah, girl, girl." No, when I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. When I need to be checked, check me. When I need to be called out, call me out. You ain't gotta do it in public. So she goes to see Chris, and they get to talking about the whole situation at dinner, and they get to, first of all, she got in her little feelings. She was in her feelings because she said something to Chris about, well, don't you want to be around me all day? And Chris was like, yeah, no. He was like, no, we need a break. Space is a good thing. And she got it kind of, so she was already sort of in her feelings because he was supposed to say, oh, yes, if I could just lay in bed with you all day and just be with you, I would. That's what I would do. That's what she wanted. But see, that ain't what Chris is. That ain't what Chris giving. And Chris finally was trying to talk to her about how she's handling things with her mother and how she could do things differently and how to not let her mother get her to be so emotional. And Candace was not trying to hear it. She wasn't here for it. She was in her feelings. She was pissed off. She did that little bullshit cry that she always does. Let me go on. I'm just going to put my glasses on, y'all. Got my sunglasses on. Let me put my glasses on. So I can see all my sunglasses. They're prescription, but still. Let me just go on and put my glasses on. I think I like my sunglasses on better. Anyway, we're going to finish this video up. Because I'm getting ready to jump in the shower. We're going to go to dinner. But I want to get this, at least one video out to y'all. I still got to do Southern Charm. I don't know if I'm going to get, I don't know about Claus this week, y'all. I'm going to get there, though. I ain't even looked at Claus yet. I ain't looked at Southern Charm yet. Back to this. But she runs off, gets mad. Chris is trying to talk to her. She threatened to hit the man with the car because he won't get out her way. But again, it just boils down to her not wanting anyone to tell her she is wrong. And we're going to see that again at the end of this episode. Ray and Karen, it was a really cute scene with Ray and Karen. Karen said that she is really truly, after the day at the salt cave with Ashley, it really was an epiphany for her, and she really is just all about living her best life and spending time with Ray and doing things with Ray. And so she said as a kid she rode dirt bikes, and so we saw her taking a lesson learning how to ride a motorcycle because she really wants to, start riding bikes again, and her and Ray. And so that was a good thing. It was a cute little scene, and we saw Karen showed up with these heels on, baby, and the instructor was like, that's what we doing. And she was like, yeah, something wrong with this? And he was like, okay, all right then, okay. Y'all, I'm not sweating. It's water. The pool is running down my head. It's still running anyway. Neither here nor there. I just didn't want y'all to think I'm out here because it's beautiful out here. I feel so good. Anyway. Um, Ashley and Monique. Yes. Did I write the Ashley and Monique? Oh yeah, Ashley and Monique were talking. And Monique made it clear that she wasn't crazy about how. Was it Ashley and Monique or was it Ashley and Candace? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going strictly by my notes, and I don't know if I wrote the right name down. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Didn't Ashley and Monique have a conversation? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. No, did they? Yeah, they did because they went out shopping for baby clothes. That's right. That's right. That's right. And Monique made it clear that she wasn't crazy about how Ashley handled, about how Candace handled dinner, and so forth and so on. And they were just sort of talking about how they're working on their friendship and building their friendship up. Now that Ashley is interested in having a baby, they sort of have something in common that they can sort of build on. Boom. Okay. The news breaks. Everybody's getting the news alert on their phone about Michael grabbing the butt of the cameraman. And again, we knew about this. We knew when it happened in real time. Well, most people. We knew about it because it was all over everything. I mean, they even showed a clip of Wendy Williams talking about it. So it was all over everything. If you didn't know that this had went down, then you were under a rock. I don't know what to tell you. But we see everybody sort of reacting to it. Um, Ashley is out shopping with Katie. Everybody else is talking about this whole situation. She with Katie. Katie and Giselle calls her to be messy / check in on her. And she gonna tell Ashley Well, I just want to check on you. I just want to make sure everything is okay. How you doing, girl? How you holding up? And of course, Ashley playing cool. Oh, everything's good. Like she don't know why Giselle calling her. Like she don't know what the problem is. So then Giselle, because of course Giselle can't let it go. Well, I just got the news about Michael, and I just want to make sure everything is okay. Ashley was like, oh, that. Oh, well, yeah, we had a preliminary hearing and it was thrown out. First of all, Ashley, why you acting like you ain't know what she was talking about? I think I like my sunglasses on better, y'all. Why you acting like you ain't know what she was talking about? You knew what the hell she was talking about. You knew what was going on with this whole situation. You knew what she was talking about. And then act like it's not a big deal. But then actually said that that's another reason why she got so upset about what happened at dinner, because she felt like the timing was very questionable with Candace and Robin bringing this whole penis gate up. I got the impression that she almost felt like production maybe had put them up to making this story up about Michael because of the whole situation with the cameraman. I could see her point of view on that, but girl, ain't nobody lying on that man. You know good and damn well ain't nobody lying on that man. And of course they went through. I think it was Monique. That was it. Monique that talking about some three strikes you're out, and they went through each time Michael had done something. She was like the sequel part, part one, part two, part three. And again, Michael has a reputation of being inappropriate or saying inappropriate things about men. Like it just is what it is. And we all, the rumor that he got exposed on, I think somebody might be going to come out here, y'all, about him getting exposed on the website and all that stuff. Like we know all that stuff went down. Neither here nor there. Monique and Candace end up having a conversation. Candace went over to Monique's house, and to Monique's credit, Monique let Candace know. Oh Lord, the phone didn't fail y'all. Candace, give me room. My cup was holding up the phone. Let me try this again. All right, we back. Um, Candace was Monique let Candace know that look, don't let nobody get you out of character in your own home. Like you lost control. And regardless of what Ashley was doing, I'm not defending Ashley. I'm not saying Ashley was right in everything that she did, but you cannot let people control your emotions to that extent. She said Chris couldn't even get you to calm down. And Candace, once again, she gets defensive and she talking about something. I don't think my friend should be checking me, and I don't think my friend should be trying to tell me that I'm wrong. But again, that is what a friend is supposed to do. When you are wrong and when you make mistakes, that is what a friend is supposed to do. Rather be a friend than some stranger on the street. But she got real defensive with Monique, and Monique was like, "Look, I'm just trying to let you know. I'm just trying to tell you that at the end of the day, you don't let nobody get you out of your own character, and you don't, And she told, and again, she brought up the whole mother thing, and Candace was like, nobody can talk about my mother, and she was like, but you invited us into that conversation by telling us about your mother. Like you brought that up. You brought us into your mother. Well, I'm saying now, I'm putting my foot down now that unless I bring it up, nobody talk about it. And Monique was like, okay, that's good, but you ain't give us that warning. Okay, sorry, y'all. What is going on? What in the world is going on with this thing? Okay, I guess it's gone now. Sorry, y'all. We got real, I'm trying to get it out. Trying to get it out. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on around here. Um, what the hell? See what it is? This speaker is connected to somebody's phone. We've been listening to music, and I thought I had cut the speaker off, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is some real raggedy video, but we're gonna make it work. It's a real raggedy video, but I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all anyway. Um, they all Katie invites all of them over to her house for a hold down. Y'all know she got the farm. She's out in the country. She's inviting everybody to come down to her house. She's having a hold down. Now I always thought that a hold down was spelled HOW down, but they done spelled the production and spelled it HOE down. I don't know if that's the real spelling of the hold down, but we gonna make it work. So Giselle rides with Ashley, and Giselle ends up apologizing to Ashley and saying, "Look, Robin made me see that maybe, maybe I had something to do with that, and I sort of instigated that situation, and I apologize for bringing it to the table when we really could have pulled you aside and had that conversation." Ashley accepts Giselle's apology, but still want to find some way to make Robin responsible. Talking about, well, I still feel like Robin didn't have to entertain it. Child. It's like she just wants to be mad at Robin. Neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Giselle, once again, getting shit started. Just no. I'm sorry. That's when we get to the table. Hold on. I'm ahead on my notes. That's when we get to the table. We have to hold down. Um, Monique rode with um, Karen, and Karen was saying, "Dang, one of y'all." And I'm just gonna hold it. Monique rode with Karen, and Karen was saying that basically she knows what it's like to be in Ashley's shoes. That was her last year. She gets it. She understands. But at the end of the day, karma's a bitch. Basically, so to speak. Robin got there early and was with Katie, and they was setting up and everything. And y'all know Katie is just damn clueless. Y'all, Katie said something later on that's so damn funny. I'm gonna get there in a second. It was so damn hilarious. Katie is funny as shit, y'all. Ashley, they have a little fun. They play a few games. Ashley says, "Look, I know everybody's waiting for me to say something, but I really can't. I know it's the elephant in the room, and I just want to let you guys know I appreciate everybody's concern and everything, but I just cannot discuss this case. I can't talk about it. It's still ongoing, and I really can't get into it too much." And Karen was like, Isn't that interesting? Because last year when I said I couldn't talk about it, all of a sudden I was hiding stuff. And I didn't want to tell nobody my business. But now you understand what it's like when you can't talk about something. Like I said, karma is really hitting Ashley in the ass right about now. Giselle instigates at the table again. I wrote in my notes Giselle instigates at the table again. I don't remember what she said. But she started instigating at the table again. And once again, here go the argument. Candace does apologize to the table about what happened at dinner. And, oh, that's what it was. Giselle was like, well, I accept your apology, but I think your apology should be directed over there to Ashley. And Candace does a little bullshit apology to Ashley. And then they started getting into this argument about why Candace was so hard on Ashley and that whole situation. And in Candace's mind, she feels like Ashley is fake and that she's calling Ashley out on behalf of the group. And the group is like, we don't need you to call her out on our behalf. We don't need you to tell her that she's fake and phony. We don't need you to do that for us. And Candace was like, you know what? I just feel like I'm doing the same thing that everybody else has done. And I don't appreciate people who've done the same thing I've done trying to chastise me. And she was talking about Monique with the umbrella last year. And Monique even said that. When she was talking to Candace at the house, she said, as somebody who has lost their cool, I had the situation with the umbrella last year. I'm telling you, you don't want to go down that road. You don't want to do that. You don't want to make the mistakes that I made, which again is what a friend does. A friend says, hey, been there, done that. You may not want to go down the road I went down. Candace doesn't see it that way. Candace sees it as criticism and that nobody should ever criticize her. Candace is a spoiled ass brat. And yes, her mama is still her mama, but I understand a little bit more that maybe everything ain't on her mama. Maybe her mother's just giving her some legitimate criticism and Candace just can't take it. Now, I ain't defending her mother all the way on this because her mama got a way of saying stuff that take it to a whole nother level, but neither here nor there. Um, they're trying to explain to Candace that she's not getting it, that she's not under. She's like, well, it's my opinion, it's my opinion, it's my opinion, and I have a right to my opinion. And they were like, you do have a right to your opinion, but you don't necessarily have a right to say it every 5 minutes. They're like, you've made your point known about Ashley and Ashley not wanting to have a baby. You don't have to say it every 5 minutes. Well, I'm only saying what everybody's thinking, but nobody asked you to take on that job. Nobody asked you to take on the job of saying what everybody's thinking. You know what I'm saying? And Candace just can't seem to understand and get it that that's the problem that everybody is having with her. She just doesn't get it. And she was like, I just don't, everybody's coming at me and everybody, and here she go with the tissue. Her and that damn tissue and that crying. I'm like her mama with that one. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing her ass crying. And they sort of kind of calm it down. Poor Katie got friends there from the other neighboring farms, and they looking at the girls like they crazy. So Katie goes to give a toast. Why Katie gonna say to fake bitches and ass grabbing? Baby, that thing was hilarious to me. I said that damn that daggone Katie she just don't care. She ain't got no cut cards. So Ashley and Karen end up getting into it. And Karen tells Ashley, clink clink to your husband, he better watch, dropping the soap. And I didn't get the reference until Bravo, being shady as they normally are, showed a clip from last year where Ashley made a comment about Ray not dropping the soap. See how karma is coming to get your ass, Ashley? Karma is coming to get you. And at one point, it was some point where Ashley even admitted to being the shit stirrer, and that's why she was mad at Robin, because she was like, "That's my job. I'm the shit stirrer. Robin, the shit stirrer. Robin doesn't get to do that." Ashley, are you crazy? You could. Are you crazy? Then Candace and Monique got into it because again, Monique was trying to get Candace to understand what she was doing was wrong and why it was wrong, and Candace ain't trying to hear it. And her and Candace, and that's when Monique said, "I will drag you pregnant at all," and I believe she would. I believe Monique would. But they end up getting into it, and Monique did eventually come over and apologize. She said, "You know what? I let my emotions get the best of me, and let me apologize for threatening you. I was wrong." Candace didn't even want to hear that. "Get the fuck out of my face, Monique. Fuck out of here, Monique." And the rest of the group was like, "You know what? Candace is just kind of dealing with some stuff right now. We're going to leave her alone. We're just going to let her process." And Karen brought up a good point. Karen was like, "No, that's not right. Now is the time that we need to rally around her. Now is the time that she needs us. We don't need to leave her hanging right now." And Karen did go over and talk to her before they left. Candace in her confessional said something about the effect of she's getting into it with her mom, she's getting into it with Chris, now she's getting into it with her friends, and she really needs to process and figure some things out. No, what you need to do is listen to what people are telling you and process that, instead of feeling like everybody is your enemy and everybody's out to get you and everybody's coming for you, because that ain't what it is, Miss Candace Dillard. All right. But anyway, y'all, that's the video. Damn it, that's the show. And y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. I'm gonna try to get Southern Charm out tonight. Um, I've been having a hard time getting my shows, so it took me until this afternoon to even. I couldn't even watch Real Housewives of Potomac last night. The app wouldn't even let me in, whatever the issue was. So I will get to. I will try my best to get to Love and Hip Hop and what's the other show that comes on tonight, y'all? Monday night. Something else comes on Monday night. I'll try my best to get to both of those shows tonight and get the videos up as soon as possible. Hope y'all having a good day. Talk to y'all later. Peace.